Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Gentlemen, where do we find you today?
You find us in Geraldton, just up the coast from you.
That's the starting point?
It is indeed.
Okay, before we get on to why you would attempt such a feat, let's hear a bit about you, James. Let's start with you. You're no stranger to adventure. You're the only person in history to complete the ultimate global triathlon. What did that consist of?
Well, I had a bad motorcycle accident back in 2008. I was in hospital for quite a long time. Took about 6 months to walk again. And ever since I was a young boy, I've always had this dream to try and row across the Atlantic Ocean, but I never really had the guts to do it. And after my accident, I thought, right, I need to do that. Long story short, I ended up rowing across the Atlantic in 2010. Then you meet other like-minded people, and doors of opportunity just naturally opened. Ended up going out to Everest in 2011, stood on top of the world on the 16th of May, and then I ended up getting home, and before I knew it, I was off cycling around the world, and when I got back, that was it. That was the ultimate triathlon. So, yeah, I've been on a few expeditions now.
Do you come from a family with a great inheritance or something?
No. Quite the opposite, actually. Getting to the start line is by far the hardest part.
That's where you have to make the money.
That's it. Any monkey can sit on a seat and pull the oars, but getting to the start line is particularly hard.
Are you still a little bit nutty?
Well, I think I've always been nuts, to be perfectly honest. But I think it's it's good to be a little bit nuts, really, isn't it?
What would the world do without us, I say.
Absolutely.
Now, you've convinced Ashley to be your partner in crime on your next adventure. Ashley, tell us exactly what it is that you plan to do.
We're going to row 3,600 miles from Geraldton to Mauritius.
Why?
For me, I'm quite severely epileptic, so it's about proving to young people that you can do and you can fulfill your dreams, really. I was quite used to, especially when I was young, being told you can't do this, you can't do that because you have epilepsy. So it's about sort of getting rid of some of those myths and some of those fantasies around epilepsy, and sort of squashing them, really, and proving that you can go out and you can go and do things. Maybe not something quite as crazy as this. But people can go out and you can live a normal life no matter what your disabilities may be.
We have epilepsy in my own family, and if they told me they're going to row across the ocean, I'd say, no, you're not. How are you going to deal with that issue? In terms of medication, is your epilepsy under control to that extent?
I still, believe it or not, I still have a seizure around about once a week.
Right.
It went a bit haywire about 10 years ago, and I was up to a seizure, well, I had at one point 20 seizures a day when it went haywire. So it has been brought under control quite a bit, but to nowhere near the extent I would like. But I've learned to live with that quite well. But on the boat, we will deal with it exactly the same way I would deal with it at home. James has undergone some specialist training by Young Epilepsy, one of the charities we're supporting. And we have all the medication we need on the boat, and even some worst case scenario sort of medication should anything go horribly wrong. But yeah, no, we're very confident.
Well, that sounds good at least, and it's given me a bit more confidence, hearing your confidence. You're not planning to just cross the Indian Ocean. You want to do it in the fastest time. What's the current record?
Just over 85 days.
Right. You're confident you can do it quicker?
We would love to do it quicker. The initial aim is to get across safely, and then the icing on the cake would be to break the record.
James, when do you leave?
We're just confirming that at the moment. We've got a weather router back in the UK.
Yeah.
So potentially this weekend, with a bit of luck.
Is this the ideal time of the year to be doing something such as this?
Yeah, this is the ideal time to be doing something like this. What we're actually we're going to ride on the South Equatorial Current the whole way across the Indian Ocean.
So you're not going to row at all?
Well, we're going to have to row, unfortunately. But yeah, you wouldn't be able to leave any other time really, apart from May, June, July. That's when the winds are blowing and that's when the currents are at their best to take us across.
What do you think it'll be like, just the two of you, for days on end in the middle of the ocean? I hope you get along.
Yeah, Ash and I get along very well. I've known Ash for almost 3 years now. And the trick is, when you row an ocean, you need to row with someone that you respect. And I really respect Ash. He's overcome huge adversity in his life. He's a wonderful, wonderful man. And you know what? I can't wait to get out there and spend some time with him and see if we can work together to break this record. I think we stand a very good chance, and hopefully people will be able to follow us.
Who's doing the catering?
Oh, Ash and I will be doing the catering. You know, the catering consists of dehydrated ration packs, so spaghetti bolognese, chili con carne, things like that. And we boil up water, and we add that to the dehydrated ration pack, and that's our meal. And
do you have to take it in turns sleeping while the other keeps watch?
Yeah, we will take it in turns sleeping and rowing. So we'll do 2 hours on and 2 hours off. So if Ash is rowing, I will sleep, and then we'll swap over. And we'll do that 24 hours a day. We want the boat moving all the time.
Well, gentlemen, all the best with it. Perhaps we can catch up again when you've finished the row.
Yeah, absolutely. And for people that are interested, they can follow us at www.nothings-impossible.co.uk.
Good luck, fellas.
Thanks ever so much.
See you later.
Cheers. Bye.
That was James Ketchell and Ashley Wilson here on 720 ABC Perth. Brave, intrepid explorers, almost, heading off across the Indian Ocean.